Hey beauties. So, listen, I'm gonna start doing a weekly vlog. Just because I want to see more than, just want to introduce a little bit more than the hair videos that I'm doing, but then also the 28-day challenges. So I get to see you a little bit more, right? Um, so anyway, I have a work convention that I have to, that I'll be attending for the next 5 days. And I'm going to be going to Sheba. I'm going to go to Chicago. Um, I do work a full-time job, 40 hours plus every week. And I am an HR professional, so I work in the HR industry. And so this is a really big convention that we're going to this year. And yeah, I'm going to definitely bring you on along with me. And so I'm prepping for that. Now, my intention was to pack. Like we were gonna pack together. I was gonna kind of go through that, what I was gonna be taking, things of that nature. But y'all, I'm packed. Your girl has already finished that. I have a problem not feeling prepared. And so I'm finished with that. But what I am going to do is my face regimen. So I'm about to hop in the shower, clean myself and my skin really good. And when I start on my face, I am going to be using an Aloe Veral leaf because that's really my choice. You know, very simple on my skin. I don't wear makeup besides lipstick, and so having clear skin like is everything. And I got sick a couple months ago, and I started getting hives. Oh, I started getting hives on my skin, and my skin just didn't bounce back. Like she did not come back. She's very dry. She's very dull. And I can definitely tell it in my photos. Just the feel of her. Just it didn't matter what moisturizer I put on there. It just wasn't working. So anyway, I've been trying to go back to what I know works and doing it a little bit more often, showing a little bit more TLC. And so this is what I'm going to be working with. We're going to break her down. Actually, I have one already cut up, and so I'm gonna try to salvage that one, so I don't have to cut that one back open. But this new regimen has been everything with like revamping my skin, the moisture, the everything, and I started trying this. I'll leave it in the description, but it is a Tree of Life Vitamin C serum. Oh my goodness, it's everything, right? And I've had it for a minute. I just didn't use it because I'm really particular about using things. You know, I'll try things, but I don't want to use new things that I don't know about because I've had bad luck trying new things and it just doesn't work well for me. But this one has, I've only been doing it for the last week. Y'all, yeah. It's been good. So anyway, I'll walk through that. Let me jump in the shower. All right, so just got out of the shower, fresh, clean braid, clean face, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I gotta let this sit for a minute. And so I told you I already have one kind of cut that I want to salvage. Now, from my own experience, of course, you can purchase the aloe vera like in your local market already packaged, you know what I'm saying? But I have used that before when there's like a shortage of having the actual leaf around like COVID pandemic time. It just did not do for me what the natural leaf does. And so what I'm gonna do is cut off, you'll see that it's very thorny, okay, on the sides of the leaf. And I'm just gonna cut off each side, cut it to about right here, just enough for me to do my face, and take the liquid from there. Now, typically, I have been doing this for a very long time, for some years. I've used this for a while, and it just does wonders for my skin. And so this is not new for me. Typically I do this once every 2 to 3 months or so. But like I said, my skin just has not been right since I started having, since my last sick days, and I was having those issues. And so since I've been trying to kind of bring her back, I've been doing this at least once a week. And that's been for the last couple of weeks. Okay, so again, that's what that looks like once you cut off those. And I'm gonna cut off the very tip because it was dried out from my previous usage. Look at that, y'all. It's about to come out like really, really slimy, and I love it, right? Now, if I find, because I buy them more than one at a time, if I don't use them right away or it takes a while, look at that, right? That's it. That's that juice. But anyway, if it takes me a while to use them, they don't come out like this. Like, as drippy as that is, it comes out more watery. It still does a good job, but I prefer the sticky, icky, drippy portion. It just does everything. And so I'm gonna get everything off of this leaf, but then this here has the meat on it, right? And just gonna kind of take that and rub it in. And again, my skin is already clean, okay? So if you're doing this, you wanna make sure your skin is clean. I just got out of the shower, so I'm good to go. Y'all, this is like super thick. And this is everything. Now, if you're not used to this, this could feel some type of way. You may not like, if you have issues with textures and things like that, you may not like this. But when I tell you it's great for your skin, it is great for your skin. Don't forget your neck. Now, you want to let this dry, and don't do what I did and get it in your eye. Wow, Sheba. Just, I can't see that. Yeah, definitely gonna do what I did. Anyway, you definitely want to let this dry for a minute. Now, I typically let this sit on my skin for about 20 minutes. That's usually how long it'll take to dry, and I can feel it start to stiffen like any other like facial cream. It starts to get hard and it stiffens. Right? And that's what I want. So about 20 minutes or so. Once it's stiff, I'll wash it off with lukewarm to cold water. So I'm gonna let this dry. We'll see in a bit. Okay. Alright, beauty, so it has been about 20-25 minutes or so. Now, let me just say, the portion that I cut off is way too much. I don't need all of this just from my face. Now, if I was doing other parts of my body, sometimes I do like my stomach area and things like that when I'm working on trying to reduce some of the scars that I may have. But today, it was just my face. And so, this is what I had remaining from that leaf. But typically a full leaf, right, it's gonna last me about 4 to 5 uses or 4 to 5 days. So it goes a long way, and that leaf is maybe $2 at my local Walmart is where I bought mine. Let's wash this off. My face just feels clean. Y'all, it just feels so clean and fresh and tight, which I love. I'll wash it off with like cool water, not warm, but like lukewarm to cool, more on the cool side. And we are finished, okay? Yeah, just very clean look, and I focus on my areas where, you know, got wrinkles coming. So my forehead here, and then my smile line is where I typically focus on with my skincare on my face. Okay, so yeah, I had a wisdom tooth extraction like 4 days ago. It's still healing. Plus I'm taking medication. So that's making it better. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm finished with that. The next thing I'm gonna use is this Tree of Life vitamin C serum that I was telling you about. Now I'll put this in the description box, but this is probably about a $12 bottle. Typically, this was not in my face regimen. Less than a month ago, I was not using this because I'm very minimal when it comes to what I do for my skin. I don't think it takes a lot, at least not for myself. But I think just regular cleaning and things like that helps. But y'all, this has been like amazing. I've been using this for about 2 weeks on my skin, and I think I was using it wrong the first time because I was moisturizing my skin first, because this really dries, like it gets dry and sticky after like you apply it. But I read that I need to do this first and then do my moisturizer. So here we go. It comes in a dropper. It's not really thick, but it's not really runny either. It's kind of like right there in the middle. So 1 drop usually does enough for me. All right, let's see that. And I'm just gonna work it in my skin. It goes on really smooth. Again, not watery, a little on the thicker side, but not too thick. But it dries very quickly. So you want to get this in. I'm gonna use a second drop here to get my forehead and then my neck. This is I've started my second bottle. Now, what I don't want is to have to spend, you know, I'm very frugal, but I think this is worth it. I'm gonna give it a little bit longer just to see how it works full long term. But I can say the other reason that first bottle kind of didn't last as long is because I was doing other parts of my body too. So I was doing more than my face and my neck. But I think if I'm just doing my face and neck, it should last a good month. It's about $12 to $14 a month. It's not too bad. Okay. And this is just that extra tightness. My skin was already tight from the leave. This is just that extra. All right, so I'll let that sit in maybe 30 seconds to a minute for it to kind of absorb in my skin. The moisturizer that I'm going to be using is called Dark Spot Corrector. Okay. I was using a different moisturizer for a very long time. It was just a really smooth and moisturizer, but again, my skin took a down turn. I had already had this. I bought this because sometimes I can get dry patches and discoloration in my skin, and so I purchased this just off some reviews that I saw on Amazon, and it was to fade spots and give you an even skin tone, and it really works for the even skin tone. And so I was using it for that, and I just stopped using it. And then once I picked up this serum here, and I knew I needed something really good to moisturize it, I went back to it, and it's just done wonders. And so this is what it looks like. It's a good cream texture like this. So it is a great cream, and it's one of those that lasts forever. I just bought this bottle, probably like it's less than $20. But y'all, I had this almost a year. Okay. Granted, I wasn't using it that often, but even when I started back using it, a little goes a long way. I mean, it just glides on effortlessly, and it's a great moisturizer, and it does a great job giving you an even skin tone. So that is it. After I put that on, I get my Vaseline. My son tore off the front, but this is Vaseline. Yeah, so I get just a tab of this, and I put it under my eyes and out to the edges of my eyes. Okay. I don't do a lot because, you know, Vaseline can be very heavy, thick. Just put that under my eyes for any bags that I may get. All right. I'll put a dab here on my smile lines and moisturize that in. And another dab. Listen, you can't even really see this. I do mean a dab on my forehead because I have fine lines and wrinkles on my forehead, and I just kind of rub that in there, and that's it for me. that is what I do every night. Now, in the mornings, when I want to glow, I'll come, you know, wash my face in the mornings, but I started using this for an extra glow. I got this off of Amazon as well. It had great reviews. Little bitty something, you're gonna pay for that little bit, but again, a little goes a long way. I've had this for about 3 weeks. You can see this is gonna last me a minute. And so what it does is you get it patted through, and it's supposed to give extra glow. I don't want to do that tonight just because I'm going to bed and I just put that on my face. So I'll do that in the morning before I head out for the airport. Okay.